Both sides cannot be correct. One side has to be. On the News Hour tonight, I am joined by former top cop turned legal activist and now whistleblower YP Singh. Thank you very much, YP Singh.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And Majid Memon is National General Secretary of the Nationalist Congress Party, senior lawyer, and he had a few words of advice for you today. Earlier in the day, I heard him tell our channel, I have some advice to give to YP Singh. May I begin by asking you, Majid Memon, what is your word of advice / caution which you were giving to YP Singh today? And then I'd get him to respond to you.
Yes, Arna, YP is a good friend of mine. I think he will acknowledge that. And well, I had appreciated him coming and joining the bar. And in fact, he has been since then an activist come lawyer.
Yes.
And I had wished him all the best in his legal profession to fight for justice. But today he came out on the televisions, practically all the televisions showed him as a whistleblower and as the exposure of certain ills in the society attributed to ABC. But then I have a word of advice for him which I would repeat with highest respect to him. YP, between you and Arvind Kejriwal, there is a world of difference for obvious reasons. That you are a lawyer yourself, whereas Arvind probably may not be so much conversant with law and much less criminal law. You have been aware of criminal law, you know the importance of rule of law, you know the importance of personal liberty and then the right of every individual in this country. Now, instead of, condemning somebody unilaterally outright with some material that you have, I am not talking of Sharad Pawar or Supriya Sule or the people against whom you have said something. That Sharad Pawar himself has clarified and I don't have to go into all that. What I am suggesting to you is that you are aware that we have a system in place. We have rule of law. We have certain material. If I have certain material against you or against anybody, I must know that instead of flouting it in the form of a judgment in some media channels, the better course is that you adopt a proper legal procedure.
Yes, I know you have limited time.
For example, For example, Supriya Sule having given wrong information to the Election Commission at the time of filing nomination. You are aware, we have People's Representation Act, we have Election Commission's office, we have courts. Somebody should go and move those authorities and then challenge that.
Fine. So you are saying today that YP Singh has shown contempt for the rule of law. That is a very strong charge. You put it very politely, Mr. Majid Memon, but I think YP Singh and I both understand, viewers understand the severity of the charge which you are putting. Have you shown contempt for the rule of law for which you are a lawyer? And would you like to get into details of the charges you made against Supriya Sule in this case?
I think the rule of law clearly stipulates that you have freedom of speech and expression, and if you are unable to speak before the media, and according to him you should not speak before the media and speak only before the court, I think this is not consistent with the provisions of law. No. If you have a specific information, it is your bounden duty.
He says you are coming to your own conclusions and hence you are judge, jury and executioner.
Not at all, because right at the start of the press conference, I had made it very clear that I may be a judge in my own cause. What I say, don't believe in them. I am presenting facts. I am presenting hard evidence. 348 acres of land given for 23,000 rupees a month. Now, these are so eloquent facts that I don't have to speak.
Majid Memon, where in the world do you get 341 acres of land at a 30-year lease at a cost of what? 23,000 rupees a month? You cannot even hire a single room residential accommodation in Mumbai at that cost.
Now please let Mr. Singh not get excited first. He has lots of things to do and I wish him all the best. What I am suggesting is this, with all politeness and humility, that this is your version. Don't you think that you are accusing against X, Y, Z, whosoever that person be, must get an opportunity to explain.
No, that's
why necessarily straight away on the television.
I understand, but Mr. Memon,
suppose it is listen, Arnav, if the allegation is against me, I would refuse to reply to him on television.
Mr. Memon, the issue, however, Mr. Memon, however we like it or not, is already in the public domain. That you will agree with me. And hence, I request you tonight
No, that's right.
to tell me whether in your view it is normal to give 341 acres at this kind of a cost of lease of 23,000 and then out of that 20% stake, that too in a company in which 20% stake is that of the daughter and son-in-law of the principal opposition leader who is in power in Maharashtra. Is there not a conflict of interest to be drawn here?
Again, Arnav, you know, we are just going too fast. But what is important is that whatever facts you have, please put those facts together. Either make a grievance to an appropriate authority, and then suppose Mr. Singh must know he is not the only honest man in Maharashtra or in India.
No,
there are thousands of honest officers also.
I am only talking about facts.
Judges also.
It's no question of. I have never said that I am the only honest person.
Facts.
We are the ones. We are exposing them. That's another issue. Whether I am honest or not, that's another issue.
But your
you have to
exposure may be
concentrate on
dishonest.
facts.
No, I would say that your exposure may be dishonest as
But
well.
let's be
How can you
specific.
rule that out?
Let's be like when the facts are so apparent. Like, okay, I appreciate you as a lawyer, but I do not know whether I'll appreciate you as an NCP person. Now, these are the two different things. Of course,
NCP.
Like you are representing the NCP here. You are not the lawyer, Majid Memon speaking.
No, one second.
So,
may I come in, gentlemen, and come back to the facts, please? 1 second. My question to you, YP Singh, is this. You say that Sharad Pawar met the Chief Minister and the IAS officers in 2009 at Ekant, which is a guest house in Mumbai, and he convened a meeting.
Guest house in Lavasa.
Lavasa, sorry. And he convened a meeting which was not in his jurisdiction. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what do you have to say to Pawar's risk? Pawar says the Chief Minister made me responsible. The Chief Minister made me responsible for the project because it is in my district.
Yes.
He says, what is wrong with that?
Now, if you see at the entire sequence of events, 348 acres at the 23,000 rupees, you have to auction, you don't action it. Give it to a company where Supriya Sule has 21% share. She is your cousin sister, daughter of Sharad Pawar, uncle of Ajit Pawar. Now, there is a clear-cut conflict of interest. Thereafter, Supriya Sule gets the share. She sells it. Lavasa valuation is 10,000 crores, 10.4% 2 years earlier, fetches a pittance. Now all these things, and in this background, if Sharad Pawar is having a meeting without jurisdiction, giving orders to IAS officers, what authority and agriculture
Mr. Majid Memon.
Mr. Singh, I'll answer this. Mr. Singh, please don't get excited. Take it easy. Now,
no, it's not. It's just being eloquent.
Sharad Pawar, no, please understand.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Singh. With respect to you, I must tell you that, look here, is Sharad Pawar prohibited from meeting any chief minister in this country anywhere he chooses?
No.
Can a judge? Okay, you're a lawyer.
Is there any prohibition?
You are a lawyer. Can a judge sit in judgment in such circumstances? Sharad Pawar was behaving like a judge.
No. Judges are there.
He was passing statutory orders.
He is not a judicial.
Statutory orders he was giving.
Please take it. Don't have bias against anybody and then speak. Speak with an open mind. I am not holding Sharad Pawar's breath.
Why are we dodging facts?
I am trying to only make you see reason. We are not dodging facts. The facts are required to be marshaled. You are aware, Mr. Singh, that you must put your facts together, place them before an authority.
No, you are saying that. But prima facie.
Let there be an opportunity to the other
prima facie, Mr. Memon.
Other side must explain.
Mr. Memon, yes. Prima facie, please, yes, Mr. Memon, please, Mr. Memon. Yes. Prima facie. And I request all sides to keep their calm tonight. There's no problem with that. We are here to debate an issue which is of national importance.
Absolutely.
My question tonight to you is, Mr. Majid Memon. You have a Sharad Pawar.
Yes.
Sharad Pawar, his daughter and his son-in-law get 20% share in a company which gets 341 acres of land at a pittance of 23,000 rupees a month, which is not even the rent for a one-room apartment in Mumbai, in a suburban part of Mumbai. That's one. Secondly, that company then gets its regulatory part allegedly helped/cleared by Sharad Pawar, who sits in a meeting with government officials. My question to you is, sir, can Sharad Pawar be in a situation where he influences government decisions regarding a corporate body, have his daughter get 10% stake? You see, conflict of interest,
Now,
Mr. Majid
the
Memon.
allotment of no, correct. I will explain. Let us understand this. You see, let us not assume things. Let us not try to connect things which may not be connected with each other. A meeting of Sharad Pawar with certain office may be for 1,000 other reasons. Sharad Pawar has meetings with the chief ministers every weekend.
In Lavasa,
No.
What is this?
No.
That you are
Lavasa
saying
guest
that
house.
meeting was there. Therefore, that meeting was in connection with this allotment.
In Lavasa guest
you see,
house.
in the matter of
What?
Lavasa,
What?
in
You
Lavasa,
think,
in
you
the
think
matter of Lavasa,
a judge will
Arnav,
go at the guest house of the petitioner?
What
You think you are a lawyer?
Talking, Mr. Singh, you are. Mr. Singh, you
How
are
can-
talking
how
worse
can
than a
Sharad
lay
Pawar
person.
hold a
With
meeting in
highest
Lavasa
respect,
guest
I'm telling
house?
You are a lawyer. But do you call Sharad Pawar a judge?
He
Is
was-
he bound by the rules
he was
by
giving
which a
statutory
judge is
orders.
bound? What are you talking?
He was giving statutory
he is
orders.
a public figure.
Floating
He
FSI.
He is a public figure.
Global
he is
FSI.
a public servant.
Height
he is
relaxation.
working for the smallest in the Maharashtra. He
See,
can
these
be
are
anywhere
Majid
in the
Memon,
land.
Majid
He
Memon.
doesn't have any
When-
imposition.
Majid Memon, I know you have to go. I have one question for you. Majid, I know you have to go, but there's one question I have for you, and that question is
Yeah,
simply
please.
this. Last question to you.
that's
Last question. You
Yeah,
see,
yes, please.
the second part is that according to him, Axis Bank gives a valuation of 10,000 crores to this project, by which 20% share. The summary would be, it would be 2,000 crores. At the least 1,000 crores, 500 crores. But the asset base, the assets
these
of
facts
Supriya
and
Sule,
figures-
according to papers which I have, reveal themselves to me to be in the nature of, according to about 50 crore rupees. So what happened to the money? Who did she sell the money to? And how come this money, if she has sold, is not
Arnav,
reflecting
these
in the summary of her balance sheet?
Yeah, Arnav, these are facts and figures for which we will have to ask, verify from Supriya, which she will answer. What is this? We are jumping guns and drawing conclusions that what about this money and scam and all that. You see, these are all facts and figures
I think,
which need to be
See, these are
verified
eloquent facts.
by a
If you ask
bilateral
what is white and what is black,
No, all right.
and then you say the
No,
person
correct.
has to come and answer whether it's white or black, these are
Okay.
eloquent, self-speaking
Okay,
facts.
okay. Now the second part of the story is
It
this.
has to be. I'm sorry, I have to leave.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Thank you very much.